players talked about like, having you on the court at the start of training camp. How excited they are to see you out there. Do you feel that same excitement for yourself?
Yeah. It's always exciting in the beginning of the season. Everybody's getting together, try to build a bond. And, it's always great when everybody could, contribute to the first part of the season.
John was talking about how much he loves the accountability of this group because he's been on winning teams, but the last couple of years of him in Utah, that wasn't really what the mindset they had from day one. How do you see your role in that? Because he mentioned you just holding him accountable and just kind of bringing him along and what you guys all expect from him.
Yeah, I mean, just telling him what I see on the floor or, some of the parts that he's, struggling in. And, I just try to give him tips and just make sure that, his habits are great right now so it can carry over in the season.
Kawhi, this is your first training camp in a while. Kind of how have you felt your way going through it?
It was good. I mean, I only missed the last year's. The year before that, I started it, so it feels good to be here. Like I said, you need everybody in the beginning to build that team chemistry.
You look at some of the things you guys have touched on last week, at least when you've spoken to us, transition defense and offensive rebounds. How much of those do you think you were able to kind of address with the moves that you guys made in the offseason, and how much of it are things that you actually need to and can work on here at practice?
Well, just making sure we're boxing out and getting back. Those are, pretty much what the NBA is now, a bunch of offensive rebounds and transitions. So we got to be elite in both of those categories to succeed.
Has there been someone that stood out to you in camp this early?
Everybody's been doing a great job, especially the young guys. They've been here all summer, and you can see how much it helped them on the defensive end, just with their communication as well.
Well, you've commented before about, position that you play or don't play, and I wanted to know from you what it's like having John Collins on this team, practicing with him, having a bigger body after, how the roster's been put together the last couple of years.
I think it's going to be pretty similar once the season starts. But it's always great to get an additional body that could guard bigger wings, centers, and also John can stretch the floor. Also get post up small, so and even his size. So it's a great contribute for us.
What's your ideal defensive role? Like, I know you're in a spot where you can guard whoever they ask you to guard, but at this stage of your career, what kind of players do you feel like you're in the best position to guard more often during games?
I think everybody really, whatever the matchup is, depends on the night. I'm the same. I can still guard. I can still slide with the best of them. So whoever that the competition is, I'll see what the coaches will see and go from there.
What's your plan with training camp as far as the preseason games go? Do you plan to play Thursday, or do you want to kind of work your way up from the games?
What do you mean?
Like, are you going to play in the first game? Do you want to work your way back into game two?
Yeah, for sure. This is what training camp is for. To get in shape, get ready for the season, and I think we are going to be participating Thursday. I believe so.
Lawrence has shared with us that you trained all the way through June just to kind of like replicate what it would be like to play that long again into another NBA Finals run. What did that look like for you? Obviously, you can't fully replicate playoff intensity, but what were those training sessions like, and how do you think that they helped you?
It was just more of just making sure that I was keeping my body strong and making sure I'd be durable. And I just didn't want to stop there. I just wanted to keep going for another month or so. So I could just train my body for a pounding. It wasn't really about a championship run. I obviously want that, but I just wanted to test my body and see what it was.
What was the last time you felt this healthy and this strong?
It was not last year, but the year before that when I played this. All the way up to the playoffs felt pretty good.
This is your first training camp with James Harden, obviously from the beginning.
Yeah.
At this point, like, is there anything that kind of does for you guys? You guys have played for almost 2 years now, but is there anything that kind of does for you guys having a training camp together?
I just think it just helps just overall, just not even just me and him, just it helps the overall collective group. from the coaching staff to the players. You know, just seeing what plays we're running at times, and you know, making sure our aggressiveness are both there on the floor, and everybody's is, so we can kind of piece it all together.
Who stood out to you over the course of this week?
Just answer the question.
Like as far as like what you guys need to improve upon, you know, like you've had a week now. Like what has kind of stood out to you as something where it's like over these next 2 weeks you want to, you know, take the next step collectively?
Just being better with overall just everything. That's what we're here working on. We want to execute offensively. We want to make sure we're having more pace on that end, and then as defense, we want to make sure we're helping everybody, knowing our spots, our rotations, and I think we've been doing that. It's a little slight slips. A lot of guys haven't been playing that long, so it's going to get better.
What's Chris Paul been like to have around in the scrimmages and practices?
Oh, he's been great. You know, obviously 20 years in the league, being a point guard, a lot of knowledge right there. Just been helping everybody, especially the young guys, making sure, you know, Yannick is setting the right pick and rolls, getting in position. Yeah, just being an overall point guard leader, talent.
What does a second year under Jeff England mean for you guys defensively?
It's great. I mean, he did a great job last year. We played well all last season, and you know, he's locked in, and all of us respect him for it.
All right, thanks guys. Appreciate it.